Hey, there's the high roller.
You're a troublesome Legion camp guy.
Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome to the finest entertainment experience in New Vegas. My name is Tommy Torini. Sure, baby, sure. Tommy's always looking for new talent. Tell you what, you see any good acts while you're out wandering, give them my card. If they work out, I'll give you a 3% cut of the door. Just swing back by as you recruit folks. Ooh, a shop. Dig it, baby. He beat feet to his sweet. You scared the big boss man or something? Well, it was my idea. Well, me and the rest of the Rat Pack boys. We took it to Benny. A few years later, here we are.
Cool.
Benny? He's an all-right cat, you dig? He don't got much musical talent, but he knows how to run. Well, now, you didn't hear this from Tommy, but Benny likes to go off on a bender now and then. Usually he's only gone a couple of days, but this last time, no. Ask me, I think he's got a dame from Gomorrah, holed up in his suite, because nobody ever saw him leave it. Well, apart from serving as a talent manager, show schedule, and all-around man in charge of this fine theater, I happen to be its headline act. Every night from 8 till midnight, come on by to see the Rat Pack Review live, only right here at the Aces Theater. Well, acts are a bit thin on the ground right now, but every night from 8 to midnight, we got the Rat Pack songs, dance. Now, why would you want to go breaking Tommy's heart? Here I run the finest entertainment venue in all. Nothing close to what we got. It's cool, baby.
Got razed to the ground.
Hey, baby, what's the haps?
Did you know the strip's all stirred?
You back. Find anything? He's what? Ah, jeez. Jeez, this is really bad. What are you gonna do? Yeah, that's ballsy. This is just swell. Benny vamooses and I'm left holding the bag. I saw him heading for his suite just a few minutes ago. Looked like a fox that just got caught in the hen house.
The eyes of the mighty Caesar are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Caesar will not extend this mercy a second time. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands. Incidentally, it will interest you to know that the man you seek has fled the Strip and is likely making haste for Caesar's camp as we speak. I am the greatest of Caesar's Frumentari. It was not a challenge to find you. Nor is this my first visit to the Strip. Go to him. Seek Caesar by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The Cursor Lucullus will be waiting. Caesar awaits.
I don't talk to nobodies. Not when I'm having the time of my life.
You again? You should meet my bookie. You have something in common. Yeah? Hey, you're all right. Tell him I'll do it for 100 a night. No, 50. No, 20. 10. Just don't rob me, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Whoa, geez, what was I thinking? You're right. I gotta go in there with a cool head. Tell them how much I'm really worth. You again?
Let's go do the job. Fucking. So much going on right here. Holy shit. So much shit is going on.
We won't go quietly. The Legion.
Shit. Gonna be something like this.
Nelson's back in our hands. Hope we can defend it this. When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling. Honored to speak.
I bet it feels real nice to be carrying those weapons around. That damn Mr. House has forbid any NCR military personnel from carrying any sort of firearms on the Strip. Well, except for Captain Pappas. Mr. House still doesn't trust the NCR. A word of advice. The Securitrons won't put up with any funny stuff out there, so don't do anything stupid. This your first time on the Strip? Well, it's time to pop your Vegas cherry, friend. I'm sure you'll have a blast and be drunk and capless in no time. I can give you a bit more information about the various casinos if you're not sure on where to get started. Well, there's the Lucky 38, Ultralux, Gamora, and the Tops. Which one do you want to... The Ultralux is the nicest casino on the Strip. Real high-end, extravagant, and expensive. Best you have a lot of caps if you want to go there. Gamora is the favorite of the NCR troops on the Strip. If you like girls, alcohol... The Tops is the cool place to be right now. Lots of entertainment and shows going on. If you want to catch a show and have a few drinks, you should definitely hit up the Aces. Don't know much about it. That's where Mr. House and his Securitrons are set up, and no one's been in there as long as people can... Probably best that you just ignore it. Ask away. Well, there's Vault 21 and the NCR Embassy. Both places... Vault 21 is a small hotel and gift shop. It's not as nice as the casinos, but it's a whole hell of a lot cheaper. The NCR Embassy is the headquarters for the NCR on the Strip. The ambassador... Ma'am?
With you, ma'am.
Strip secure.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
Honored to speak with you, ma'am.
Oh,
Hello?
this can get you back in. Kind of a long place. Muddy. Let's get up to this.
Evening.
Hello.
Really don't know at all. There's so much shit going on. It is insane. Come on, what do you do? Oh my god, Vivian, come on. Maybe we need cars from here. Let's get those unlocked. Shit, let's go over there.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your... My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapon. Please, enjoy your stay. They'll be handled with the...
Have you been inside our bathhouse? The salts in the water work to balance the bodily humors.
Salutations. You look like you'd be more at home at one of the other hotels.
Oh, shit.
You watch yourself around Mr. Gunderson.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone.
You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you? Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me. Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't... Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business. A lot of people out there resent success. Might want to take a swipe at me. If I'd have been thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened. My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful.
Don't you touch him.
I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible. That's between me and the White Gloves. But let's just say they control the food supply around here, and I got lots of food to give. But that ain't as welcome as you might. That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy. Some of them got masks, too. Real hard to trust folks like that. I don't...
Welcome to Top Shelf. The drinks cost twice as much during happy hour, but they draw twice the attention.
Well, I don't know. What do you say?
Thanks. Pleasure.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Are you running back? Shit. I'm sure not, right? Oh, because they took all our weapons. Ah.
Hello.
What can I get you? Thanks. Play.
I love the mass. It's like being at a
I
fancy
love
ball. I've heard you have to
ballhouses.
make reservations
It's like
at the
being
gourmet
at a
restaurants.
fancy ball. Any idea how somebody gets into the White Glove Society?
Our executive chef
Have to
Felipe
know
is the
somebody?
toast of New Vegas. His Brahmin Wellington is absolutely... Did you see Heck Gunderson, the Brahmin Baron, at the bar? He may be a wastelander, but his taste purely befits his style.
Salutations.
How may I be of service? No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid. I don't think you'd have... My, such a popular question. I suppose it is only nat... The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. But I've always felt not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest... But surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people... Indeed.
Hey. Top Shelf is the premier bar on the Strip. The drinks are overpriced, but that's the whole point.
Good day. Oh, well, it's a big hotel. You should talk to Marjorie. She usually works at the front of the Gourmand. She likes to... You can get to the Gourmand from the lobby here. It's a big set of double... Those are all members of the White Glove Society. Our founder, Marjorie, gave... In her words, we must dress in such a way that no one can be said to have dressed... As for the masks... Actually, that's not true. I think Marjorie likes them for the mystery they create. And the way they make it clear that... But you didn't... Must...
There are a lot of rumors going around about the White Glove Society. I heard they used to be tribals.
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation. I do, but one can hardly call it work. I suppose it is a labor. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible, and as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go. This again? I thought this was all settled. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will... There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man who's... Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue. A man? Well, then this... I'm going to have a word with my staff. Whether these people are found or not, our guest... Why, yes, I think so. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took... You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture... What else? Mr. Gunderson and I have been discussing... It's put us in a rather delicate position, you see, his But our executive chef, Philippe, has transformed Brahmin steak into a delicacy. But a delicacy is just that, delicate. If everyone can get it, and if the gourmand served staples, it would no longer draw the caliber of people it deserves. It would be... So as much as we'd all love for there to be enough steak for everyone, I'm afraid there are more... Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not... Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was a... But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. You disgust me.
Oh my God.
How dare you say... You'll kindly mind...
Gosh, in his head. So,
Welcome to the ultra... Ta-ta.
right? What is it? Secret Canada. Yeah.
I waited months to get in here, but the place isn't nearly full. You think the waiting list is just for hype?
Every evening, most of the White Glove Society sneaks away somewhere. There's probably... The food here is to die for. No one
Price
eats
of this
Brahmin
meal,
like
I could
food.
buy a whole Brahmin. But I'd never make that trade.
Certainly. Starting has everything each other. Look, it's the bathhouse. Oh, go check it out.
I heard they brought in sea salts from California just for this bath.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to see
I heard they brought in sea salts from California just for this bath. Have you been in the steam room yet? It's just off to the side there. You can feel your aches just melt away.
They don't have bikinis design, but gentlemen, but they have strippers. Just the nice steam room. Nothing much. Something. Treasure Robin speed. Huge. More treasure not yet.
I hear
Our troublesome legion camp got
I
raised
heard
to
they
the
brought in
ground.
sea
salts from California. Just for this.
How may I be of... Ah, yes. I've heard that. Private investigator. Ah, yes. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. If I might pry, have you found some... You are? Now, ordinarily, we don't give out guest information. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor direct... I hope we can put this whole matter to rest. How may I be of service? Good. And you know what it is to be discreet in matters of nutrition. I'm in a bind. I've been planning an exquisite society dinner,
Gosh.
but there's a bit of a problem with the main course. He's got a powerful and temperamental father.
What? Oh,
Yes, the wrong person. We scouted the right one for weeks. The heir to a mercantile empire. Sort of a... He cut ties with his family and left their estate to wander. He was ideal, corn-fed and well-to-do, but no one to miss him if he were to Unfortunately, the trap my subordinates set for him failed, and as he escaped, he saw their faces. And I asked for a last-minute replacement, and they stole the son of the most dangerous Brahmin baron in New Vegas while he stayed at this very hotel. Needless to say, this could be a disaster if things aren't put back the way they should be. And I still need... Strictly speaking, we're no longer allowed to eat people. But I'm hoping the right person and preparation might sway Marjorie to see things. I need a replacement, and I need the boy taken care of. The replacement must be... With so little time, we'll have to go after our original choice, Carlisle St. Clair. He lives in a shack. If you could send him here or knock him out with this, and drag him into the dumpster next to his... Ted Gunderson is his name. It would be simplest if... But if he won't listen, we can't very well let him go. He'll have to be slaughtered and served. But you would need to deal with his father, Heck. Perhaps if you could smear some of Ted's blood around his father's hotel room, you... No. Everyone he meets, he tells the same story. That his son disappeared... If you head back to the hotel...
Which job?
Indeed. How may I be of service, ma'am? Splendid, splendid. The boy is being held in... The elder Gunderson is staying in our penthouse. I understand he's hired security, so be... And our Mr. St. Clair resides to the north. He rarely strays far from his house, and he surrounded it with... Her skin has a certain supple quality to it, doesn't it? She's kept it well. How mouth-watering. Very well. If you're able to convince young Mr. Gunderson to return to his father, replace him in the freezer with your friend, and we'll have a deal. Indeed.
I can't believe I just... I think it's just this feeling. Oh.
Had enough?
Come on! For the Brotherhood!
I hope you're doing well, friend.
Oh, steel. What am I supposed to do? It's dead. Oh my god. Such a bad time. $20. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's check. Oh, it's not.
Who are you? You don't know? Where's the devil he did? He was supposed to meet me days ago. Are you in Mortimer's employ? Oh my goodness me. They must know he was talking to someone on the inside. They'll be watching everyone closer now. Mortimer, if he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have... Yes, the White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans, but Mortimer and some of the others have regressed. They've taken many people over the last few months, but always from Freeside or secluded places where they wouldn't be missed. It wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to please a refined palate. The girl, the one who disappeared. Because I distracted her fiancé while they took her. Well, I'm not proud of it, but I had to. Some of the White Gloves began meeting privately a while back. Started talking about how I started attending because I thought it was about changing our politics. Then they started talking about returning to the old ways, and there was no way out. They'd kill me for... He's alive, as far as I know. They're trying to keep him fresh. The White Glove Society has a banquet every night at 7. It's in our private... Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since eating people is a crime we punish by death, after everyone has eaten it, he'll tell them. With no real way to punish everyone, in Mortimer's mind anyway, their minds will be open to the idea of eating people as a delicacy. I don't know exactly. I wasn't in on it. I think some of them stopped trusting me. But you can bet they're keeping him near the gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession with fresh ingredients. It'd be back in the members-only section, so you'll have to be careful. Don't be seen, and more importantly, don't let them see Ted in the open. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access tunnels leading from the main restaurant. I could sponsor you as an honorary member, but I don't know that you've achieved the level of status that would gain the Society's approval. Perhaps if you were to gain some more notoriety on the Strip. Otherwise, you'll have to find some way to get inside quietly. It won't be easy, and it'll be harder still to get them out. Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's as simple as drugging them. Although that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess anyway. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks, and then he'd have some explaining to do. Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste of human flesh for years. He must have a recipe somewhere. That may be true, but I wouldn't recommend it. He's built a reputation, and it isn't for calmness and impartiality. He's not what he looks like. They call him Hurricane Heck. The man... Lately, he's been attacking our Brahmin suppliers. He's the sort to pound in a nail with a wrecking ball. If you give him the whole story on this, he'd be liable to raise the entire... And God knows what he'd do to the rest of the Strip. They might, but to him, the legacy of returning to the old ways is worth his own life. I don't think he expects it, though. I don't either. Nothing is more important to the Society than being on the cutting edge of New Vegas cuisine. Mortimer's idea will appeal to that need. He just has to get them over the taboo. Let's plan on meeting again as soon as... Wait, did you hear something? Were you followed?
Ooh, got something good for me?